Yo, what's up guys, it's the Saintsfan. Welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video. Today, as you can tell from the title, we're going to be discussing about PC and some mods. So, if this doesn't interest you and you don't really care, you're just going to be sticking with the consoles, then just don't watch the video. Whenever I make these videos, I always get people commenting, oh, console's better, whatever, all this negativity. Like, why even watch the video if you don't care about the mods? Anyway, getting that out the way, what we're going to be doing today is going a little bit deeper into the modding community and how some stuff works. I know on the last modding video I did, a couple of questions were asked about that, so I'm going to answer those, as well as I want to explain about this really cool RPG mod called Los Santos Life, which is very similar to the Arma 3 Life mod, if you have any idea what that is. So I'll be discussing that and going over what's included. Now right off the bat, I just want to say we still do not know whether or not Rockstar is going to embrace modding, if they're going to let people openly do it, or if they're going to be protective of their game and make it so where it's pretty difficult to mod. So one of the things that a lot of people are still wondering is what kind of DRM they're going to use, and basically what DRM is made for is, for the most part, it's there to protect against piracy. That's like one of the big things against PC. A lot of people do pirate games, and a lot of companies do this DRM thing, so you have to buy the legit copy so it's always online. And one of the DRMs that Rockstar has used for the past two games that they've ported to PC is the Iron Rapper DRM. Now, I don't know much about this, but just from reading some forum posts from people that actually know about it, it makes it really, really difficult, almost impossible to mod. This was the DRM used for Max Payne 3, and that game pretty much was unmoddable. I mean, like all modding, there's probably some ways around it, but at a certain point, most modders are just going to give up if it's really, really difficult. So obviously, for GTA 5, many people, pretty much everybody who's going to be buying it on PC, hopes that Rockstar does not use the Iron Rapper DRM, because obviously most people that are buying it on PC want to experience the mods. And for those wondering, we're talking about mods. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, but there's some people out there that are like, mods are bad. They look at the console. We're talking about mods that enhance gameplay, not like hacks or cheats. So just to get that cleared up, that's what we're talking about. Now moving into the actual mods, if they do decide to embrace it, and real quick actually, before I get into the mods, what I want to mention is that people kind of say, and even I thought to an extent, Rockstar doesn't like to embrace mods or show off mods and stuff. And they've actually had 3 newswires. Now granted, these were really old, but they did have newswires showing off a couple of GTA 4 mods. One being the Ice Enhancer, which obviously makes the game a lot better looking. There was another one that they showed off as Zombie Invasion mod for GTA 5 or GTA 4 on PC, and another one that showed off the original GTA 1 map imported into GTA 5. So they have kind of, I guess you could say, embraced the modding community a little bit for GTA 4, as seen by these posts on their newswire. But a lot of people still think that, just based on Rockstar's actions in the past year or two, they're kind of hesitant on fully embracing a Bethesda would for mods. If you guys know who Bethesda, they made Skyrim. But getting into the mods, and I kind of touched on this last time in the modding video, there was this team called the Multi-IV team. They also are some of the guys from the SAMP, or the MTA Multi-Theft Auto or San Andreas multiplayer mods. And basically these were additions to the game that you could do dedicated servers for GTA 4, San Andreas, and stuff like that. And these guys have stated that most of their work going into the GTA 4 or the Multi-IV mod will actually be transferable into GTA 5 and the Multi-V mod that they're doing, or that they plan on doing, simply because that GTA 5 is actually on the same engine as GTA 4. So basically what that means is that these mods should come out quicker than they would if they had to start from scratch. Basically think of this Multi-V mod as something like you would see in Minecraft or in Gary's mod, where there'd be a bunch of different servers with a bunch of different options on it. You could pretty much do however you want. And that's what I kind of talked about in my last video, how there'd probably be servers for a sandbox mode, or for a no cop mode, or for a roleplay mode, or whatever. And coming out of that, recently there was this modding team that announced that they planned on doing a Los Santos Life mod, and this is what I'm really excited about. if you guys have ever played Arma 3, or if you guys even know about Arma 3, you would know there's this pretty big mod that a lot of the YouTubers and streamers play called Arma 3 Life. Basically, it's like it says, it's like a real life mod. You know, there's rules you gotta follow, there's all kind of regulations and stuff that make it really fun. And I'll probably link it in the description, or I might put a picture on the screen, but I'll read the description of the Los Santos Life mod. Los Santos Life is an upcoming RPG modification for the highly anticipated GTA 5 on PC. Heavily inspired by the popular Arma 3 game mode Altus Life, Los Santos Life will boast RP scenarios and features never before thought possible. Currently, we're in a process of compiling a team of loyal members to help develop the forum and community's operations. In the coming weeks, we'll continue to post more in-depth information regarding the goals of Los Santos Life and where they would like to take it. So some of the plans that they have, and this is really interesting. So basically in the initial release, the basic features that would be required are a master database, which will store information such as the player's last location, wealth, inventory, crew, gang, cop, medic, firefighter status, and so forth. There's also going to be a basic HUD that displays something like your hunger and thirst levels if they decide to like go that far in depth with it. A basic UI where you could share cash, send messages to other players, manage gangs, crews, and more. They also plan on having legal ways of making money, as well as illegal ways of making money. Some being for the legal ways, transporting goods, mining, treasure hunting. You can even start a career in the public or private sector, so like Merryweather type of stuff. That's really cool. Some illegal ways, obviously, robbing people, drug trafficking, growing drugs, you know, a bunch of different stuff. They also plan on having a spawn selector, which will make the player spawn at a hospital to kind of keep it with the role-playing aspect. And then some features that they plan on having is real estate, where you can purchase land or buildings, which is, I think, what a lot of people have been wanting for a long time in GTA. Gang territories, another feature that a lot of people have been wanting, you know, where gangs can fight over control of a certain area. You know, that's something that a lot of people, I think, would like. But, and then they also plan on having, like, business cards, which apparently it would be an ability for civilians and cops to exchange, like, information. But, like, if any of that stuff excited you, one, let me know in the comment section, because I'm interested to hear. But, like, this is the type of stuff that I am excited for PC. And this is the reason why Rockstar really does need to embrace it, or at least make it so where it's not impossible to have this stuff happen. Because, you know, unfortunately, yes, you know, maybe there could be some compromise where Rockstar still gets money from this stuff. I don't know how that would work, but, you know, probably if this stuff came out, you know, people wouldn't buy their shark cards. But a lot of people would buy their games. There's a reason why GTA 4, Skyrim, you know, these games that came out ages ago are still, like, you know, on the top of the list for Steam, because people still buy them for mods. But yeah, I just wanted to share this, like, this Los Santos Life mod especially with you guys, because it does sound so interesting. This is, like, the type of stuff, you know, and this is just one of those servers, you know. There could be this, there could be, like, a zombie survival DayZ type of server. Like, there's so many possibilities, and that's what I love about GTA. GTA, it's a sandbox game in two different aspects. You know, one, obviously, is a sandbox game in the game itself, just because you can do almost whatever you want gameplay-wise, but it's also a sandbox game for other games. It's kind of like a Minecraft or a Garry's Mod, where, you know, hopefully Rockstar will allow us to make all this awesome stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to share this. Like I said, I'll leave some links in the description. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on all this stuff. My question for you guys to answer is, if a role-playing mod like Los Santos Life ever came to GTA 5, would you play it? Whether you're going to be on PC or console, if any console guys are still watching, would you guys play it? I know it would never happen on console, but just theoretically, would you play it? Let me know. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like on this video if you did. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. And as always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.